Hello friends, I am Srinivas KR, subject tutor for Theory of Machine. Theory of Machine may be defined as the branch of engineering science which deals with the study of relative motion between the various parts of a machine and forces which act on them. The knowledge of this subject is very essential for an engineer in designing the various components of a machine. Theory of machine is classified into kinematics of machine, dynamics of machine. Kinematics of machine deals with the relative motion between the various parts of the machine. Dynamics of machine deals with the forces and their effects while acting upon the machine parts in motion. Again, this dynamics of machine is subclassified into statics and kinetics. Statics deals with the forces and their effects while the machine parts are at rest. Kinetics deals with the inertia forces which arises from the combined effect of the mass and the motion of the machine parts. Kinematic link. Each part of a machine which moves relative to some other part is known as kinematic link or an element. The two important characteristics of link is it should have relative motion with respect to other link. It must be resistance body, need not be rigid body. Types of link. Rigid link. A rigid link is one which does not undergo any deformation while transferring the motion. Strictly speaking, rigid link does not exist practically. However, as the deformation of a connecting rod, crank, etc., of a reciprocating steam engine is not appreciable, they can be considered as a rigid link. In this sketch, cutting player will be considered as a rigid link. Second type of link is flexible link. A flexible link is one which is partially deformed in a manner not to affect the transmission of motion. The example for flexible link as shown in the figure is belt drive. Third type of link is fluid link. A fluid link is one in which it is formed by having a fluid while transferring the motion from one body to another body. What is kinematic pair? Kinematic pair is a combination of two or more links which have relative motion between them. Based on the nature of contact between the elements, the kinematic pairs are classified into lower pair. Lower pair is defined as when the two elements of a pair have a surface contact, when relative motion takes place and the surface of one element slides over the surface of the other. The pair formed is known as lower pair. If we consider these two examples, here the contact between element 1 and element 2 is a surface contact. When you come to the example 2, again it is a surface contact. So it is an example of lower pair. Second type is higher pair. When the two elements of a pair have a line or bond contact, when relative motion takes place and the motion between the two elements is partially turning and partially sliding, then such a type of pair is known as Iyer pair. The example for Iyer pair is bearing. If we consider a ball bearing, the contact between this ball and inner ring or outer ring, it is a point contact. When you come to the cam, it will be a line contact. These are all the example for Iyer pair. Based on the relative motion between pairing elements, again it is classified into turning pair, sliding pair, screw pair, rolling pair, spherical pair, planar pair. In turning pair, when the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one can only turn or revolve about a fixed axis of other link, this pair is known as turning pair. In case of sliding pair, when the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one can only slide relative to the other, this type of pair is known as sliding pair. In case of screw pair, when the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one element can turn about the other by a screw thread, rolling pair is defined as the when the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one rolls over the another fixed link. This type of pair is called as a rolling pair. In spherical pair, the two elements of a pair are connected in such a way that one element turns about the other fixed element. The pair formed is called spherical pair. In case of planar pair, if we consider the element 1 as shown in the figure and the element 2, the relative motion between element 1 and element 2 is on a same plane, on this plane. If we consider xy plane, the relative motion will be on the same plane. Such a type of pair will be called as planar pair. Next, based on the type of closure, again it is classified into self-closed pairs and unclosed or force closed pair.